So you're thinking about moving to Baltimore, Maryland? We're so excited to show you some of the awesome neighborhoods and suburbs in and around the Baltimore, Maryland area.
We're going to take you around some of the various neighborhoods, show you a lot of the different features and price points so you can get a feel for what Baltimore, Maryland has to offer.
We hope you stick around to the end, where we always share a little tidbit that you won't find anywhere else about some of the awesome places that we're exploring in and around Baltimore, Maryland.
So if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about Baltimore, Maryland, make sure you subscribe below, hit that notification bell, and you can stay current on everything here in the Baltimore, Maryland market. So as I mentioned, today we're in the heart of Baltimore City. It's one of our favorite neighborhoods, Canton.
Canton is known for its row homes, tree-lined streets, easier parking than some of its counterparts, roof decks, dining, and nightlife in the Canton Square, and of course, the iconic Waterfront Park. Let's check it out. Welcome to Canton Waterfront Park, one of the most popular parks in all of the city. This waterfront playground is a great place for neighbors and families to gather and enjoy the beautiful outdoor and waterfront area that Canton is so famous for. The park offers events, activities, and festivals throughout the year that neighbors can gather and enjoy. It also has the walking jogging trail that will lead you all the way from Canton around the waterfront to Locust Point, which is about 7 miles here and back. Let's check it out.
The Canton neighborhood is marked on one side by the Canton Waterfront Park and runs north to Brewers Hill and west to Patterson Park and then south to the North Fells area. The heart of the neighborhood, you'll find Canton Square. Canton Square is home to some of the most popular bars and restaurants in the city. Mama's on the Half Shell has the crab cakes, the burgers, and of course, oysters. Their bar scene is solid and have a rooftop deck for those perfect Baltimore spring days.
Claus Pub is an Irish bar that has great nightlife and dancing most days of the week. Nacho Mama's is a Tex-Mex joint famous for margaritas that are served in hubcaps. Don't question it, it's amazing. El Buffalo Tequila serves up a variety of tequila, and oh, they have food too. Dangerously Delicious Pies is as dangerous as it sounds. They have both savory and sweet pies served by the slice or as a whole pie, and they have a full bar to boot.
Now, if you go off the square, you're going to find tons of additional neighborhood gems. Raw and Refined is an outdoor waterfront bar that also serves as the pool bar from one of the local neighborhood pools, and that's if you're able to join. They serve one of Kelly's favorite meals, My Girlfriend Isn't Hungry, aka a bottle of Vouv and the side of fries, which sounds about right.
Next door is Bayside Cantina, an indoor-outdoor space with sand, volleyball, and a totally perfect vibe for cocktails. In the same area is Drift Bar, which is literally a drifting bar that's located right on the water that has floating cocktails. Lighthouse Liquors is a large liquor store that also has food options, beer on tap, a full wine bar, and they host events and tastings and have a great selection of drinks to take home. Want to try something new? Check out Skola. It's a cooking school where you can try your hand at learning how to cook new cuisine. Perfect for girls' night or a date. Our whole team went there and recently learned how to make Mediterranean food, and we had a great time.
The Can Company is another shopping area in Canton that is housed in an old can factory. This mixed retail and business complex is home to Starbucks, Chipotle, a hair salon, a nail salon, Cold Stone Creamery, Outback, Nally Fresh, which is a local salad place, and more. The Safeway is also right there, which gives you a lot of parking and makes it easy and convenient to access. Further north in Canton, bordering Brewers Hill, there's a large shopping area with a Target, a DSW, Chick-fil-A, Mission Barbecue, Subway, Panera, and a lot more. This is where you'll find all of your big box retail needs can be met at this new shopping center. It's called Canton Crossing. The Merritt Athletic Club is also in this area and has a state-of-the-art fitness center and is one of the city's hottest pool clubs.
The Coppermine Arena is home to one of Baltimore's favorite clubs, BSSC. The Baltimore Sports and Social Club is an excuse for residents to play on teams like kickball, volleyball, softball, and broomball. If you've never heard of broomball, it involves a broom and a ball and likely a good amount of beer. Most of these teams have been team bonding before or after games, and many co-eds use this as an opportunity to bond with colleagues, neighbors, and new friends. Canton is home to a lot of events throughout the year. Many of the blocks have famous block parties. Residents will pick a Saturday in the summer and blast music, cook out, have drinks, spend time on their block with their neighbors. Some of these have become pretty legendary, attracting hundreds of local neighbors to convene and enjoy the street they call home.
WTMD, which is a local radio station which is affiliated with Towson University, hosts First Thursdays, which is a free outdoor summer concert series throughout the warmer months, roughly through May through September. You'll get to hear awesome music and have the opportunity to try food from the area's top food trucks and tons of local vendors. The good news is it's free and it's a perfect place to get to know your neighbors.
The Baltimore Wine Festival is a chance to sample more than 100 wines from all over the world at this annual summer festival in Canton Waterfront Park. I've never been, but I've heard there's craft beer, spirits, dozens of local food vendors, live music, cooking, obviously wine tasting, and Mike, I think we should go this summer.
If there's food, then I'm going. Canton Waterfront Park runs along Canton and will take walkers and joggers all the way along the waterfront to Locust Point. This paved walkway will take residents from Canton through historic Fells Point, Harbor East, Inner Harbor, passing through the aquarium and the Science Center, then down through the Ritz-Carlton, all through Under Armour, ending in Locust Point. Too tired to make it all the way back? Well, then you can hop on the water taxi and arrive right back where you started in the waterfront park.
It's literally one of my favorite places to run because you see so much of the city from a different perspective, and it's a really flat, scenic route. So if you move here and you're a runner, we can go on a little run together. The water taxi also has a stop right in front of Waterfront Park in Canton, and it offers the Harbor Connector, which if you're not from here, it's very cool. It's Baltimore City's harbor connecting commuters, and it's free and convenient. It basically connects commuters and visitors to key waterfront locations in the city. From Canton to Locust Point is actually fully subsidized by the city and free to all users.
So now that you know a little bit more about Canton's neighborhood, let's check out some properties so you can get a feel of the different options that are available in the neighborhood. What's up, guys? We're here on O'Donnell Street, really in the heart of Canton, and I'm going to show you what right around $300,000 is going to get you. It's not a ton of home, but if you're a single person or maybe just a couple, this could be a good option for you. Just under 1,200 square feet. We have 2 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms, no finished basement. So we'll take you through here, show you what it's all about, and then you can be the judge. Is this something that you would be interested in at this price point? So as you can see here, we come in to the main front door. Everything is pretty much bare bones. There's not a lot of thrill here. Everything is pretty simple. The most appealing thing it's got is that exposed brick. So in these Baltimore row homes, especially the older ones that have been redone, you're gonna see a ton of exposed brick. It's one of the things that really, is a characteristic of downtown Baltimore. So, and that's also for Canton, Fells, Federal Hill, wherever you're at, as long as it's an old row home. It's a pretty large dining / living space. You'll have a step up into your home in these Baltimore row homes because the floors have been raised so that you get a higher ceiling in your basement. A lot of these older row homes have, well, at least at one point had shallow dirt floors in the basement. And now a lot of times you'll see them, the floors have been raised up, everything just gets raised up, and the floors in the basement will be a little bit higher. This is not a finished basement. It's not completely barren, but it is not finished, but enough room for you to get down there and store some stuff. Doorway down to the basement. This is our kitchen. As you can see, it's pretty just compact and a little bit outdated in terms of, people right now either like a light gray or a white kind of counter, or excuse me, in terms of cabinetry. and then, you know, traditionally a little bit lighter of a countertop. And then in here you have your half bath. You can see there's not a ton of square footage in here, but out here in the back is where you have a mudroom, which looks like to be almost original. And then outside, you have your porch and your deck. This does have a rooftop, which is nice. But you do have to come out here to access it. One thing about Baltimore row homes is parking is very scarce. So if you have a home that has parking, your home is definitely worth more. Upwards of $25,000 or more, potentially, on how big of a space you've got. So, you know, this home could be worth a lot more if it had parking back there, but it doesn't. So let's take a look at the basement now. Coming down here to the basement, as you can see, it's very old. And this is really what you're going to get with an older style basement in a crawl space. So it's really just here for your mechanicals and your laundry and maybe some storage, and that's about it. Now, I know I said this is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, but when we get up here, you'll see exactly what I mean by that second bedroom. So let's take a look upstairs. Come upstairs, we're greeted by our bathroom. This is a very nice master bathroom. It is the only bathroom up here for both bathrooms. So you would hope it's a little bit larger, but it does have a tub. It does have a standing-in shower. Not completely outdated or anything. Still looks very nice. It's a very nice space, especially if you're going to be sharing this with somebody else. Now this is our second bedroom, okay? This is what I mean by when they say it's a 2-bedroom. And this is right around $300,000, mind you, okay? Really, it's really just a bed that can fit in here, not much else. Take that into consideration. It officially, you know, has a closet, has a door, has a window, so it is a bedroom, but it's not very large. We have some storage here on the right-hand side, and then our master, which is nice. Very high ceilings. You'll see that a lot here in these older row homes. Got the exposed brick here in the room, which is very nice. And all the floors up here look like they're original as well. So you do get a lot of character. One thing to note about Baltimore row homes are some of them, based on what has been preserved from the original structure, you know, when it's redone, is it has a CHAP tax credit. And this is a credit that the city gives you to limit the increase, or limit the increases in your tax bill every year. So this lasts up to 10 years, and once it starts, the clock ticks, no matter how many times you resell it. So once that period is over, then you typically see a balloon, a large increase, not too large, but a large increase in your tax bill per year. So it could go from like $3,000 to potentially $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, depending on where you're at and what else is going on in the neighborhood. Okay, now I'm going to show you what you can get in Canton, here in Baltimore, Maryland, for about the mid 400s. We're here on Fleet Street, or right off Fleet Street rather, and we're in a new renovation. So this is a home that has been rehabilitated, redone top to bottom, while maintaining a few of the original features, and we'll get into those. But this is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, one being a half bath, so 3.5 bath, and it is really nice. So really light tones throughout, really nice kitchen. It looks like it has a parking pad, but it doesn't, because the alley is too small to get a car back there. So it's really just an area to hang out, essentially an outdoor patio. So we'll go through this. The basement is finished, which is really nice, and I'll show you what's really unique about that when we get down there. So here we're going to step up to our home here. Again, we got the exposed brick. A lot of people ask, like, does this leave a residue? You know, with these Baltimore row homes, like, is something coming off of them? No, they've been pointed so that you can rub up against them. Nothing's going to get on your hands or anything. So it's really nice. They're really well done. Really like the texture and tone of this renovation. Love the light floors. Those are some of my favorites. Really nice bay window here so you can see outside. But just take a look at really how nice this is. The ceilings are really high still, even with the raised floor. Gives you a great living space. So essentially, most people are putting somewhat of like a TV stand and their TV there. You can mount it into the brick, which is really nice. You know, just because it's been redone doesn't mean you can't disturb it. You can certainly mount the TV into the brick. You just have to have special equipment to do so. Nothing too hard, but you can't do yourself. Gives you the ability to put like an L couch here or make a reading nook over here, but that's essentially what you're looking at. There isn't a ton of space for, you know, like a table. So what some people do is they put a table up against the wall there, and then they move it out as they need it. Or sometimes they'll put a smaller table here in the corner that they can elongate and pull out. There's some really nifty things that people have done, especially if you go into Etsy and look for tables that fold out from the wall. It's really cool. This kitchen has done its service as to making an island that treats it like a bar. So even though the space is, you know, somewhat limited, they've made good use of this so that you know, they kind of recognize that you can't really get a kitchen table in here, so they've made that. Everything is really nice, really well done. Gold fixtures, white countertops, white cabinets. Really nice that they've done this around the refrigerator here because, look, where are you going to put like a pantry? So having it kind of built around the refrigerator makes it really nice. And then here's your half bathroom. The gold fixtures and everything. Not in love with this being black, handling there, and then the gold up top, but it is what it is. Okay, so what I was talking about before, it looks like it has a parking pad, but it's actually not a parking pad. It's just a concrete patio essentially. So check this out. They left the original door, which is nice, but this is essentially what you're looking at. They left the old clothesline too if you want to hang dry your clothes for good measure. Really nice area. You can grill, cook out, those types of things. All right, so we're gonna go down to the basement. Basement has the same flooring, same railings, same everything. This is where your washer or dryer would go, right here. Due to this being a basement that has a bedroom in it, they've essentially foregone the fact of it being a hangout area. So this typically would be like a hangout area, but they've created a basement to try to get the most value out of the home and justify the price as they can. But it has the window to get out, it has a closet, and it has the door, which I just tried to shut. So you could make this, you know, like a hangout area, but it is officially a bedroom, which is really nice. I'm almost 6 foot, and so these ceilings are probably a little under 7 feet tall. So they're not very high, but again, when you're digging out these basements here in Baltimore, Maryland, especially here in Canton, you have to make do with what you have. So it's one way to get creative. They've even dug it out farther here to create a bathroom, which is nice. A really nice shower. The fixtures, those should probably be gold, but that's just me with the accent here. Tile, but really nice. And these doors here and here are your mechanicals, your hot water heater, and your air conditioning unit. and then just a little bit of area for storage. All right, we're coming upstairs. We've got 2 bedrooms up here and a bathroom. 2 bathrooms rather. So we come in here, this is our first bedroom. It's a little bit smaller again, but this is a little bit bigger, a bit nicer as well. But again, when you consider the pricing, it's something you have to factor in. Again, a really nice bathroom. They're all very cohesive, very similar to one another. This one has the tub in case you have kids or need to soak or anything. And those fixtures again. This is our master. Plenty of room for a king-size bed. One thing about this one that the other one did have is this one has drywall over the brick. So there is no exposed brick in here. And you can kind of see what it does to the room. It would be really nice to have that exposed brick that Baltimore is known for in your bedroom. You know, you're waking up in Baltimore, as they say. And then here's our bathroom. Everything is very cohesive to the others. This one has silver fixtures. The closet, not too big, not a walk-in closet. So at this price point, you know, it's a little, might be a little bit high. This might be closer to the lower 400s. So it just depends. You really got to see. Just because it's a renovation doesn't mean it's necessarily worth that renovation. People get these properties for all different types of values, and then they rehab them. So you really got to know the market. You got to get an understanding of what has been sold, what's sitting, especially, and then make your judgment therefore after. Hey, Canton, for example, might not be the neighborhood for you. You might be looking to go into Federal Hill, which is a great neighborhood, or Fells Point. So be mindful of the price points, what they have to offer. Use these as a nice barometer. And if there's any other properties, other price points, waterfront properties and price points, some of the neighborhoods higher up, like maybe Butcher's Hill, Brewer's Hill, that kind of stuff. If that's the stuff you want to see, let us know in the comments, and we'll make sure to get video walkthroughs for those as well. Okay, we're here in Canton right now, and we're here at some of the newer builds. These are built in 2019, these townhomes. They're 3 stories, they're over 2,000 square feet, essentially brand new homes. Really, these are on the outside skirt, or the outside portion of Canton, closer to 95, right by the Natty Bow building. So let's take a look, we'll go inside and see what this thing's all about. Okay, now we're right in here in the main entrance. I'm gonna show you what makes this really cool, especially about these townhomes, which is some of my favorite portions of it. So let's take a look. We come in, we got a coat closet here. All the doors have a nice trim on them, which is really nice. Really nice light flooring, which, you know, this is something I really love. It's different, not this gray that we see a lot of times. You come in here, we have our first bedroom that is on the ground floor. This is the bedroom that's on the ground floor. It's pretty big. It's got a nice big closet. You can actually walk in this closet. It's huge. And it also has a Jack and Jill bathroom so that you can come in here outside right from the entrance or from the bedroom. So this is a full. And then my favorite portion is the garage. This is a huge garage. You step down, you go down in it, and you can see just how big this thing is. And you get some light in here too. Stairs, all the finishes, all the flooring on the stairs is actually really nice too, matches. Just take a look at this. Completely modern. Gorgeous living space. Very high ceilings, huge TV. electric fireplace. Love that. It's a really nice touch. It's like the stone type architecture there. And then you have a balcony. Put a grill out there. Everything here is modern. You got this oversized island. So not only can you eat, but you can cook. Updated appliances. Pantry. Gorgeous. Really nice views. This is an end unit, and obviously you're going to have a little bit more light, but these units get a ton of light in them with the door slash windows in the front, and then also in the back there's the same thing, but it gives it a ton of light. All of the walls have texture on them, so they're not plain and bland. So we have 2 bedrooms up here. That's the only problem with these, is that they're a little bit smaller. So you can see this is really just big enough for a nursery here. Not much more. We have nice closets, however, with built-ins, but you don't get a ton of room in them. Now you could knock that wall down and make it one big room, but they've made this a sitting room, which that's a nice touch. You come in here, and you've got your bathroom. It's a full bathroom, all brand new, high ceilings, really like that. Up here you have your washer and dryer, which is really nice. So you're living on 4 stories technically. It's tough to do a lot of laundry. So this is our master. See, that's the only problem with this house, is that the master is not overly large. So if you're looking for an overly large master, this might not be the one for you. However, extremely nice. So we have our walk-in closet over there, and then our ensuite bathroom over here. We'll come in here, and you can see how nice the bathroom is. Glass, rainfall, bench, everything is updated very nicely. Built-ins in the entire closet, which is very, very nice. You don't get to see that often. These new builds just give you an extra touch. And here's my favorite part. So if you like being outdoors, but you live in the city, this might be something for you, because this rooftop deck is incredible. Let's take a look. Very nice high ceilings up here. We have a loft area, which, I mean, this is incredible. You can have a nice game room, office. It even has a bathroom. You've got your little bar here too, which is nice. You have a front rooftop with some artificial turf. Just look at this. Get a nice view. Natty Bow building. And if you go back in, you have the backside rooftop. So you can hang out with your neighbors in the front and in the back. That's where your AC unit is. Everything up here is turfed, which is nice. Really cool views of the city. So that's it. I mean, this is exactly what you're going to get downtown here in Canton for just over $600,000. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, let us know. Or if there's something that you would be interested in that's even more expensive than this, let us know, and we'll do another video for that one. And until then, let's check out these other homes.
I'm Kelly Schuett.
And I'm Mike Mislinski. and we're with the W Home Group of Next Step Realty.
We get calls and emails every day from people just like you who are thinking about making the move to Baltimore, Maryland, and we love it. We love sharing all of the amazing things that make Baltimore Charm City.
Whether it's 9 days or 90 days, we're here to make your move to Baltimore as smooth as possible.
Reach out to us anytime. We're so excited to get started helping you make your move to Baltimore, Maryland. You can call, text, or email us anytime. All of the information is below. We're so excited to help you on your journey moving towards Baltimore, Maryland because we love new neighbors and new friends. Welcome.